All right, hey everybody, welcome back to Common Sense Sports. James and Cody back again.
Like and subscribe.
Our first hockey video today, our first hockey set down. We didn't really have a funny intro today. It's our first day doing hockey, so we'll start doing intros in the future.
This is like our intro for the hockey
discussion. Just for the discussion. We will have a challenge though. We do have a hockey challenge.
So. I know we said we were going to have a logo put up this week, but we have an actual artist painting it, and we want to get it as perfect as possible.
Yeah, trying to get it to look good.
We just want to let you know that, so you're not thinking, where's our logo? Now, we want to talk about some of the games that happened yesterday. We want to talk about the division. We want to talk about the Stanley Cup playoff format because it's our first hockey video. Maybe some of you don't
watch hockey as much.
Yeah.
Even me, I don't watch hockey. I used to watch it more when I was younger. I haven't watched it a lot in a long time.
Well, I used to watch the highlights all the time.
So,
but the reason why I stopped is because they went on strike for a little bit. I used to go watch the Blazers, but then they switched to the Edmonton's farm team, and then Oklahoma City lost their. They're not there anymore.
No, they're
the
not
Barons.
There. Yep.
Which I think is a shame. That was really
cool. I've heard from some family that's one of the funnest sports you can watch in person live. So I haven't got a chance to, but I want to one day. I'm going to have to go watch a game.
Yeah, hockey, from my experiences, hockey is probably the best sport to go watch, and just in terms of action.
Maybe that's why. Maybe I just haven't gotten to watch it live, and I've only watched it on TV, and that's why I'm not the biggest fan of it.
The fans are nuts when you go there. Anyway, let's get into the Stanley Cup playoff format. So you got 31 teams,
which seemed odd to me because you usually don't see an odd number of teams.
No, which means we're probably going to get to 32 because,
as you know, have to eventually.
16 teams do make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And how it works is the top 3 teams in each division make the playoffs.
Most sports are like that.
And then the other remaining 4 spots will be filled by the next 2 highest finishers, regardless of division, and it's based on wins and points. But the next 4 highest finishers. So it's possible to have multiple people from the same division make the playoffs because it's based on record. But you get 2 points from a win, 2 points for a win, 1 point for a shootout loss and tie, and shootout loss and tie, and then 0 for just a straight regulation
loss.
And then the tiebreaker is determined by which team has the greatest number of wins and points. So you have over half the teams in the NHL right now making the playoffs.
Yeah, which
some people would argue that could make for lopsided games. And it makes the playoffs too long. I like that because the playoffs are always exciting. Hockey's already exciting enough.
Yeah.
So to have a playoff system like that, I'm not going to complain. I love watching it.
It's fine. I mean, it's get as many teams in there as you can.
But talking about points. You want to mention Kucherov?
Yeah, you said Kucherov. He has 100 points in 62 games.
Which it's the fastest since Mario Lemieux.
Mario Lemieux, do we know what year?
It was 95.
95?
I think it was 95.
You said last year he got 180 games, so almost 20 games less. Almost 20 games.
You got 100 points in 80 games, so he's absolutely destroying it this season. How you accumulate points as a player, as an offensive player, or just as you get 1 point for a goal, and 1 point for an assist.
For either assist, because in hockey you can get, what do they call it, like a pre-assist? Isn't that what they call it?
I think
something like that. So basically, if you do the pass before the assist pass, you get an assist for that.
And if somebody shoots, there's a lot of deflections in hockey. If somebody shoots and it deflects, you get the assist for shooting. You get the assist
for that.
So that's how the point system works. So he got 100 points, goals and assists in 62 games this year, which is, if you just think about it from just an athlete's perspective,
it's really good. Yeah,
that's
really almost to a game. Almost real close.
It's ridiculous. So, and he plays for the Tampa Bay Lightning. I didn't mention this earlier before we started talking. The Tampa Bay Lightning are first in their division, and I think they're the best in the NHL right now. And I think the Islanders, who's my dad's favorite team, they're right behind. Yeah, Tampa Bay Lightning first in the Atlantic Division.
Yep, 98 points.
98 points. The Islanders 77. So it's actually Boston's second, so it's not even close. Toronto Maple Leafs are right behind them.
Yeah.
So it's not even close. Now, regarding the Toronto Maple Leafs, he had Ovechkin score his 650 goal for the Capitals yesterday, which handed the Maple Leafs their 3rd straight loss.
You said that was a big thing because of where they're at in the division.
Well, they're 76 points right now, and the Montreal Canadiens are 73.
Yeah.
So the Canadiens are trying for a wild card spot, and they're also competing for 3rd in the division. So it's a big battle right now. Those divisions right now are probably the best in the NHL. They're really competitive. Tampa Bay Lightning New York Islanders, Capitals, Pittsburgh Penguins. You got the Boston Bruins, Toronto Maple Leafs. So
good teams, good solid teams.
It's really competitive right now in hockey. Now your favorite team probably Nashville.
Yeah, probably. I have family there, and that's probably the team I root for the most.
Now, this is big because they just beat the Kings, who are arguably the worst team in hockey right now. It's kind of close.
That is the games you got to win.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, those are the games you have to win, and they did. They won it last night, so they moved to first in their division above Winnipeg. In a big game last night between one of my favorite teams. My favorite team as a kid, not anymore, but my favorite team as a kid. Me and my dad used to go watch them all the time. The Dallas Stars.
Yeah.
They snapped an 11-game winning streak by the Blues.
That's so anytime you break a streak like that.
Well, that was probably the biggest game of the season.
Yeah.
For the Stars, they snapped that 11-game winning streak, and I think they beat them 5-2. It was an empty net at the end of the game. The game was pretty much over.
So it was 4-2, and then they scored on the empty net.
And they scored the empty net. And the stadium. Now there's a huge game coming up. Big rivalry. The Philadelphia Flyers, are trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. I think they're. What are they in their division?
Where are they at right now? Okay, they're sixth. They're sixth in the division right now. Yeah.
They have 63 points.
So 8 points behind Pittsburgh.
So it's still possible. The Stanley Cup playoffs, I think, start in May. So they're at 63 points. They're trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. They're against the Pittsburgh Penguins, and I think it's called the Battle of Pennsylvania.
Probably that sounds like it.
But they're playing in Lincoln Financial Field. That's what the
Eagles play.
That's where the Eagles play, but that's what the Stadium Series is. They play in different stadiums.
Yeah, which is interesting. You know, they have to bring the ice in and everything, so it'd be fun to watch a game there.
Yeah, but as you know right now, it's freezing over there.
Oh yeah.
But it's a big time rivalry. The Penguins and the Flyers hate each other. I've seen when they've played each other, they've had some huge dirty hits on one another. It's a big time rivalry. So if you can get tickets to that, if you're in that area, I'd go watch it if you're able to.
Oh yeah.
If you can watch, if it's televised, I'd watch it. I mean, it's a big game.
Rivalry games are always fun to watch anyway, no matter what sport you're watching.
But so, yeah, hockey's already fun to watch.
Destroy each other, so it makes it even more fun.
But before we sign off here, let's look at the wild cards. Let's look at some of the divisions. I know I mentioned Dallas Stars beat the Blues yesterday. So the Stars are in a wild card spot right now. The Blues are third in their division. So what you have right now. Are you on the wild card tab?
I'm on the wild card tab.
Do you want to read the Metropolitan and the Atlantic, the standings?
Yeah, you got the Islanders.
Mention their points too.
Have, let me see, 77 points. Washington, 75 points, and Pittsburgh on 71.
Now the Islanders have one game in hand on that too, so that's a big deal. 60 games played.
And then you got the Atlantic Division, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got Tampa Bay on 98 points.
Right.
Which is, that's just so much. They're so far and above everybody else right now. Boston on 80 and Toronto 76.
And we mentioned Kucherov plays for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah.
So they're just absolutely killing it. I mean, they're about to reach 100 points themselves.
I mean, they have 244 goals for. So, I mean, I don't even know if anybody else is even close to that.
In the wild cards right now are Montreal and Carolina.
Carolina, yeah.
Now, Montreal, we mentioned, was fourth. Of course, Carolina, I think, is fourth in theirs. But,
yeah.
But, the Columbus Blue Jackets are at 69 points, right behind
So they're right
Carolina.
behind. And I mean, even, the Flyers, and is that Buffalo, I think? Is that who that is?
Yes,
and
Buffalo.
So Buffalo and the Flyers, I mean, they're 6 and 7 points, but you never know when you're going to get hot, win some games in a row, get on a streak.
Well, we mentioned that the Maple Leafs just lost their third game in a row,
yeah.
And the Montreal Canadiens are right behind them, and you got Carolina moving up right there. You got the Columbus Blues, so it's anybody's game right now in those two divisions.
Yeah. And the Western, you got.
So you got the Central and Pacific.
Yeah, Central, you got Nashville on 77, Winnipeg right behind on 76. And St. Louis 69.
Now Nashville's at 63 games played, and the other two teams are at 60.
Yeah, so they have
that's
those 3 games in hand. That'll change probably.
That's probably going to interchange,
unless they lose 3 games in a row. But I mean,
But the positive thing is that they probably won't lose to anybody. They probably won't lose their wild card spots.
And then Pacific, you got is Calgary on 81. It was
Sharks, San Jose.
San Jose. I thought it was San Jose, but I was wanting to make sure on 80. And then
Vegas Knights.
Vegas. All right.
Now, the
I
Vegas
forgot
Knights.
Vegas had a team. I forgot that.
I think they were expansion team last year, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
The Vegas Knights were huge. They were. Boy,
They had a good season last year.
I
Man.
was wanting them to win. So we were at Beavers Bend when they were trying to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
And we thought they were going to do it, but they just.
They're on 69 right now.
And then you got Dallas and Minnesota coming up. I know Minnesota won another big game last night, but the wild card is a big. You got some close games here.
Especially, I was going to say
There's some close points.
the next 4 teams, 3 through 6, are just only 2 points behind at the most.
Well, they're 1 point behind the second.
They're 1 point behind the next 3, and then the 6th spot is only 2 points behind.
You got the Colorado Avalanche, you got the Arizona Coyotes, you got the Chicago Blackhawks, you got the Vancouver Canucks. You got Anaheim.
Who's not? I mean, they're a little bit further, but they're only 5 points back.
They're only 5 points back, which is what these other divisions were pretty much in points.
So this wild card's a little bit more open.
And then you got the Edmonton Oilers, who were beat by the Islanders last night. My Anaheim Ducks have a chance. They're my favorite team. I don't think they're going to make it. They haven't been really competitive. I don't think this year. It's been tough. But anyway, guys, we wanted to talk about hockey, Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah, just give a basic rundown of hockey.
And if you see any games on, I'd start watching it because the Stanley Cup playoffs are going to be starting soon.
Yeah.
Of course, to mention some other sports, we got March Madness starting soon.
Yeah, March Madness.
We'll do our own bracket.
We'll do a session. We sit down and do our own brackets, which will be fun. That's one of my favorite things to do in sports ever, all year long, is to do March Madness.
We might get like a board right here.
Yeah, get like a whiteboard and we can write it. Yeah, that'd be fun.
So anyway, guys, that was it for our Sports Talk. Cody and James. Common Sense Sports, we got a couple more subscribers.
Yeah, a couple more subscribers, which is good. And also, I was thinking of doing a fantasy baseball team this year, so that might be something we could film and then put out, maybe just us drafting our team or something like that would be fun.
So we got more ideas. As you can see, we're pretty excited about what we're doing. We're picking up just a little bit, progress every day. But thank you again.
Yes, thanks for everybody.
Yes, make sure to like, subscribe.
Hit that notification bell.
Leave a comment. This has been Cody and James, Common Sense Sports.
Yeah, stay tuned for the challenge coming up next, and then the forfeit. It's going to happen later today.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Okay, so we're filming this on Friday. This is when we did our forfeit. But we're announcing our new sport today. And I'll let James announce it.
Well, we got as you can see from looking at what I got, this is a baseball glove, but we're going to use this as the goalkeeper's glove. We're doing new sports hockey.
Yep, doing hockey now. So we got Monday's football.
Yeah.
Tuesday's baseball. Wednesday's basketball. Thursday's soccer. And now we're going to start introducing hockey. We felt like we couldn't leave it out. We live in Oklahoma, so we can't really play it.
Yeah, there's no ice hockey rinks around.
But you want to show them the equipment we got?
Yeah, we got us a nice little, cool little, you have to tell them what it is. I won't be able to get through this.
See it? We got the American flag. It's a paintball mask, but we're using it as a hockey mask.
Oh, God.
We're using it as a hockey mask. And what do you have? You got a regular goalie stick, right?
Yeah, regular goalie stick.
And we're using a baseball glove for the catcher's glove.
It'll work just as well.
We're not using a blocker for the stick because we're just using racket balls just for like street hockey. And you want to step out of the way and show them the goal?
Yeah, there's our goal. It's not exact dimensions, but it's close enough.
It's a 6x4, but it's close enough to a hockey goal. It's got a mesh net, so it'll trap the balls. But here's how we're going to do the rounds. We'll do...
You said 5 shots, right?
We'll do 5 shots each, and whoever scores the first to 5 wins the challenge.
So we'll have about 80 shots each. Whoever gets to 5 first.
Got a hockey stick here.
Yeah, got us a nice hockey stick. Now I know we're not on a flat surface right now. We are in a yard. It's going to be a little bit harder, but that's what we're going to have to do today. And then in the future, we'll find us a good spot to go film some videos.
And we actually got a regular soccer goal to use too now.
Yeah, we have a soccer goal. We need to put it together.
So we'll get that set up. So Thursdays and Fridays will be, we bought a bunch of new equipment. This is our big announcement, and we actually have one more. So on Tuesdays, we're actually going to do baseball card pack openings now.
Yeah, we're going to do some baseball card pack openings. Maybe other sports in the future, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, on Tuesdays, we're going to do some
right now, that's all I can afford to buy.
Baseball card pack openings. So that should be fun. Something interesting, different.
What was the other thing that we said? That you were trying to contact blogs?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of blogs.
Apparently we contacted one blog, and apparently James is too fat, stupid, not funny enough. So I guess today you'll be probably
so you
better.
Guys can tell me how unfunny I am down in the comment section.
Well, I don't think you are. I think you're funny better. I guess today you'll be better than me at hockey because you have more facial hair than I do, right?
I'll be able to take up the whole goal.
Well, it's because of your facial hair, right?
Well, yeah, I look like a hockey player. It's Beautiful.
Anyway,
beautiful beard.
I guess we'll shut our mouths and get to the challenge.
It's a little bit longer intro, but we wanted to introduce everything. Yeah, we'll get into the challenge now.
I hope y'all enjoy this. James is gonna look like a serial killer now, and we'll get started. Okay, we're gonna do 5 shots each. We'll switch off each time. James is gonna be in goal first, and whoever scores the first 5 is gonna win this challenge. So I scored 1. Hey, I can't see.
We're gonna have to fix this mask because Cody can't see that well, but we'll get it fixed. But as you can see, my superior beard allowed me to be a great goalkeeper. Cody got 1 out of 5.
Yeah, I got 1 out of 5.
He got 1. So now, if I get all 5 here, I'll win because I'm going second.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
God dang it, man! Right over the stick.
So I got 2. I got 2 on my first go.
Okay, so James scored 2. So you're winning 2-1, right?
1.
I hit the ground. So I haven't scored anything yet. I ain't even got to the goal. Shot on goal. So it's 2-2 right now.
Best shot of the day right there. My second round. Cody got 1 in the last round, so it's tied 2-2. I need to get 3 here and put it away. One more. Well, I got 2, so it's 4-2 right now. So Cody has a chance. He saved himself. He got 3 saves, well, 2 saves and a miss.
So now we go to a third round.
Go to a third round.
Okay, round 3, and I'll put the text in so you know what round it is anyway. But round 3, 4-2 right now.
4-2.
I kind of saved myself a little bit because I got a couple of saves. Got a little unlucky in a couple of them, but you ready?
Ready.
Okay, round 3. Okay, 4-3. Oh my gosh. 4-3. I got 1.
And you were close on a few of those. A few of those probably should have gotten in.
So if James scores just 1 here, because it's his, he goes second.
Yeah, I'm going second.
If he scores just 1, it's over. Gotta get my head in the game. Gotta get in the game.
It's Jason Bourne.
No, I gotta get 1. I gotta get 1 here. Yeah, you'll save all 5 and then you'll score 2.
Better not score. Here you go.
Plus, I'm like an 8th Canadian,
So
really not. But
I lost.
you can see Cody's being a poor sport.
So from now on Fridays, we're not doing hockey anymore because I lost, so we're quitting that.
So we are.
No. That was actually pretty fun. I hope you all enjoyed that.
I hope you did. I liked it. We'll find us a flatter surface to play on. Probably find some concrete somewhere.
This was the first time we ever did this. It was the new time opening the equipment. I wanted to test it. This was like an opening to hockey. But anyway, that's it with Common Sense Sports. It's been Cody and James.
Yep.
Hope you all enjoyed this. Had a blast.
Have a good day.
And today was Friday anyway, so we're getting ready to do the forfeit, right?
Yeah, we're getting ready to do our forfeit right after this.
That's
We'll know.
great.